going to be real with you. Usually, I try to make this up, like, a little neater, like, my bed's a mess. I've got shit everywhere. I try to at least make my bed, but, you know, today's not that day. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Geeks Speak. I'm Alyssa, your Movie Monday girl, here to give you my top 10 Marvel movies list. Now, these are purely just my opinion. These are my top 10, so don't yell at me if they're not your top 10. I'm not saying they are the top 10 Marvel movies. Oh my god, these are the best ones they've ever done because they're mine. Apologies for the disaster. I am filming this the day before I leave for Los Angeles, which is Wednesday, to edit and upload for Monday. Hopefully by the end of tonight, to be honest. So yeah, things are crazy. If you want to see my Los Angeles trip, I will leave the link down below in the description, or you can go to our channel to go find my personal channel, Alyssa Michelle, and you can see me daily vlog my trip to Los Angeles, because I am going to hopefully remember to daily vlog my trip to Los Angeles. I also like my shirt. It's a KK and Baby J merch. I usually try to dress for the video that I'm doing, but today, not that day. I have my nerd merch packed, so you know what? This came in the mail yesterday, and I was like, you know what? Why the hell not? It's great, it's comfy, it's big. Am I wearing a bra? Who knows? The answer is no. I'm not wearing a bra. Anyways, without further ado, let's get started in the video. Let me just pull up my list here and pull up my list of things. I'm not funny. We're gonna go backwards from 10 to 1 so we can build up the suspense for my number 1. Number 10 is Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, I debated putting this on the list because I have a lot of problems with Joss Whedon. And I don't really like the Bruce and Natasha arc, but overall I still thought it was a really good, visually appealing movie. The effects were great. It helped set stone and way for things that are important, so I feel like it deserves to be on the list, but at like my bottom. Number 9, I have Thor: The Dark World, because a lot of people also give that movie a lot of shit, but I really enjoyed it. I really, really liked it. Now, this is at the bottom, not because not because there's anything wrong with it in my view. This is just at the bottom because everything above it is stuff that I like way more than that. Which leads me to number 8. Number 8 is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. I feel like this deserves a spot in my top 10 because it happily lived up to the first movie. And the first movie is beyond spectacular, and if I remember correctly, I think I have it up the list more. It is... yes, it is up the list. Very close to the top, but not quite the top. It lived up to the first one. I felt like it was great. I mean, it was classic Guardians of the Galaxy comedy. James Gunn is a genius. I adore him. He's one of the directors that I look up to. It was just great. I thought it was hysterical. It fit in with that Guardians of the Galaxy archetype thing. Archetype? I don't know if that's a thing in movies, but you know what? Whatever. We're gonna move on. Number 7 on the list is Thor Ragnarok, and it made me happy to see that Thor Ragnarok took a note out of Guardians of the Galaxy and kind of went with a retro funny theme, kind of, because it was funny. It was really good. I love Tom Hiddleston so much. I'm just gonna say that now. I love Tom Hiddleston. I love Loki. It was just great. God, this video's a mess. Oh, I hate my life. Moving on. I can't not put this in a top 10. We are at number 6. Number 6 on my list is Iron Man 1, the movie that started it all. And now, to be fair, it's a little lower on my list because I'm not a big fan of the Iron Man movies. Like, I could go without them. Just because Iron Man isn't my favorite superhero. So, he's at number 6 because I know he's important enough to be on my top 10 because he is important enough. Iron Man is still my least favorite of the heroes. Number 5! I feel like this deserves to be in the top 5. I'm just gonna say it now. My top 5 favorite Marvel movie is Captain America: Civil War. And it's not because I have a really big bias towards Bucky Barnes in my life. It's because it was good. It's because it was great. Now everybody saying it's not can take their opinions and shove it up their asses because you're not changing mine. I thought it was great. It was everything we needed in that movie and more. It set off the length of events to happen in the movies to come with Infinity War and this and that. It was perfect. I thought it was great. It was so good. I mean, I can't even, like, I loved it so much. I saw it like twice, which is only 2 times, but I mean, I'm not one to go back and repeat to see movies. Like, I'm not one to go back and pay to see another movie again that I've already seen. But I did with Civil War. And I did with the number 2 choice on my list too, but we're gonna get to that in a minute. My number 4 pick is Spider-Man Homecoming, because who doesn't love Tom Holland? I mean, let's be real. I have not seen any of the other Spider-Man, so please don't kill me. I have not seen any of the other Spider-Mans. When they came out, it was not my thing. When I started getting more into comic book movies and stuff like that, like, it was in talks that we were going to get Spider-Man back anyways, and then I figured, storylines aren't going to matter in the MCU storyline, so I'm not even going to bother. But I loved Spider-Man Homecoming just because it seemed just classic, funny old teenager Spider-Man with the... I'm saying it really weird. Spider-Man. Anyways, it was just classic, funny teenage Spider-Man, like Peter Parker trying to solve these real-life, like, issues, like, I have to go to school, but I have these superpowers, and you have to be normal. It's like, I don't know, I just really, really enjoyed it. I thought it was really well made. I thought the story flowed really nicely. So now we get into the top 3 that I was talking about. And like I said, these top 3, these were so easy for me to pick, because these are just movies that I will just watch on repeat forever. Like, I can watch these a million times and I will never get sick of them. And the third movie, my number 3 pick, is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. And you can see that there's like a 5 rank difference between the other 2. But I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 was just... it classically just introduced us to the Guardians. It was just funny, it was well made, the story worked really nicely, it was realistic, it was believable, like, and plus, it introduces us to the characters like Thanos and stuff like that are going to be way more important in the next movie, so I feel like it needs to be in the top 3 because it is very, very vital to the MCU. Number 2 might cause some controversy with you saying this is technically not MCU, but to me it is, because it has a Marvel opening title, and that is Deadpool. I went to go see Deadpool like 3 times in the theaters, all within like the same couple of days. I went on opening day, pre-screen with my brothers and my boyfriend. I went later on that weekend with my family, and then I went on that Saturday with my family, and then on that Sunday when I went back to school rather, I went with my boyfriend and my 2 other friends. So I saw Deadpool 3 times in theaters. And my god, it just gets better every time you see it. Deadpool, I'm never gonna get sick of Deadpool. Like, I don't think it is possible to get sick of Deadpool. Deadpool is like fine wine. It just gets better every time you watch it. It gets better with age. So, I mean, this is just Deadpool. I mean, you can't not love Deadpool. He's just your everyday, like, not everyday, but he's just your psychopathic, crazy merc with a mouth. I mean, how can you not love Wade Wilson? I mean, he's just insane. I mean, and that's what makes him great, is that he's insane, so it makes him even funnier. I mean, I watched Deadpool, I laughed my ass off throughout that entire fucking movie. It was so funny. I can literally watch Deadpool on repeat. Like, I have a 6-hour flight tomorrow. I could watch Deadpool 3 times on that flight, and I won't get sick of it. I will just keep watching it. People next to me would be like, why do you keep watching the same movie? And I'd just be like, Deadpool! Deadpool is Deadpool, and I cannot wait for the second movie, because it's going to be as fucking hilarious as the first one is. I can guarantee it. Now, here comes this. Does everybody want a drum roll, please? My number 1 Marvel movie in my book, my absolute favorite, is Captain America the Winter Soldier. Holy shit. I bow down to the Russo brothers. This is the movie that made me bow down to the Russo brothers. I love them. Captain America the Winter Soldier is my absolute fucking favorite movie of all time. Like, it's not just at the top of my list of Marvel movies. This is at the top of my list of, like, all movies. Like, Captain America the Winter Soldier is, for me, that is the one that got me into Marvel movies. I saw Sebastian Stan on my screen and I was just like, dear fucking God, this is perfection. As everybody may or may not know, I love Sebastian Stan. I met him at Rhode Island Comic Con this past year. I'll put a picture somewhere on the screen, probably over here or something. And I met this guy and I cried for 20 minutes in the hallway after I walked out because I could not compose myself. I was so overwhelmed. You can ask the person that I went with, who will probably end up saying something snarky down in the comments anyways. We had to sit on the ground for 20 minutes before I could get back up. It was bad. But, I mean, that wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for this movie. So thank you, Russo Brothers, for ruining my fucking life. Please hire me on your next movie. I will do anything. So that is basically it for my list. Once again, it goes from 10 to 1. Age of Ultron, Thor the Dark World, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, Thor Ragnarok, Iron Man 1, Civil War, Spider-Man, Guardians of the Galaxy, Deadpool, and Captain America the Winter Soldier. That's my top 10 Marvel movies. If you have a top 10 list, or at least or anything list of Marvel movies, leave it down in the comments below. I'm curious to see what everybody else rates these movies. Like I said, these are purely my opinion. These are just my favorites. Obviously, I love all Marvel movies because it's Marvel and they can basically do no wrong. But these are just my ones that I could watch over and over again. But my top 3 are the ones that I could watch on, like, repeat. And Deadpool and Captain America I want to be buried with, so, you know. And it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So that's basically it. I should stop talking because I have to go finish packing. But thank you for watching this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Leave a comment down below of your favorite Marvel movies or just basically anything. Give me recommendations to do next week because I am out of ideas. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on anything. I think I already said that, but it doesn't hurt to say it again. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!